Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And today, I've got a good one for you because I am in Los Angeles County. I'm in the city of Long Beach at a place called Rosie's Dog Beach. And no, not Rosie, my friend's dog, but the name of the beach is Rosie's Dog Beach. And this is Long Beach. This is the first city in Los Angeles County. You've got Orange County and then Los Angeles County. It's a very cool dog beach. They have a lot of people out here with their dogs playing catch. A lot of different size pooches out here. Very, very cool. Very cool. Before I get into it, please take a second to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share this with all your friends and colleagues, and let's get into it. There's so much going on in the news right now. First things first, last weekend, I went to Venice Beach and showed you that the homeless have been moved out of Venice Beach. And today there's a great story on the AP talking about how California is spending $800 million to house the homeless here in California through these hotel vouchers. You cannot make this stuff up, guys. My friend just had lunch with a great guy, great marketer, trying to advance his business right now, but like so many of us, he's struggling right now, and nobody's paying this guy's rent, where the homeless are getting moved into hotels for free, and your tax dollar at work through pandemic relief have given out $800 million in pandemic relief. You can't make this stuff up, guys. $800 million to pay for hotel rooms. So, needless to say, guys, that's crazy, okay? So, remember, these people were given three options. They were given the option to go to a shelter, check out the helicopter, the police helicopter flying by. They were given the option of going to a homeless shelter. No. They were given the option to going to individual residences, which still, I'm telling you guys, that would be the reality show of all time. 12 homeless people get moved into the Joneses and insanity ensues. So guys, if you know of any of these addresses that have taken these people in, please share them with me. And I'm telling you this right now, I'll go there. It'll be solid gold, guys, because that's going to be absolute lunacy. And then the third option were these hotel vouchers. These hotels are housing the homeless on your federal pandemic dollar. And is that crazy or what? So share your thoughts below. There's a ton of news to talk about, but let's get into it and tell me what you think of that. Now the dog's in the water. Hey, buddy! How are you? How are you? Going in the water? The CDC has issued a new moratorium on evictions until October 3rd. This is going to be met with so many lawsuits, and it's not even clear if this can even be upheld in any way, shape, or form. But this next story is going to infuriate a lot of people, and this is from Fox Business. They are talking about what a landlord can do during this time to combat this. And there's three alternatives you can do to combat this. And I'm not making this up. This is an actual article that they said. So here's your three options. If you have tenants that are not paying their rent, here's your three options. Number one, apply for federal aid. Number two, refinance your mortgage. Which, okay, a question I have for you guys. How do you refinance a mortgage when you don't have any income? Okay, your good looks, well, it's not gonna work, guys. So if you do not have, an income, or you don't have tenants paying you right now, you're not refinancing that mortgage. That's number two. Number three is going to forbearance yourself. So I'm not making this up. The article will be in the video description downstairs. Check it out. This is lunacy, guys. You can be against landlords all you want all day long, but this is absolutely so unfair at this point that these people are supposed to be, caught holding the bag right now, and you can either, unload the place, go into forbearance, get aid. There is no aid. There's still $21 billion that they estimate in rent moratorium money that people cannot get through the counties and through the states. So share your thoughts on this, guys. This is going to be met with so many lawsuits, and it's not even clear after the appellate judge made their decision that they cannot just, put this hold on. They had no business doing it in the first place, and now they're doing it again. So share your thoughts, guys, on if you think that this is realistic, fair, or if the landlords are just caught holding the bag again. I was just sent a story about Uber and its earnings, and how they basically had more sales in the last quarter than they had anticipated, beat the analyst estimates by a little bit, but the stock's getting clobbered over the last 2 days. And one thing that's interesting about this is that they lost $500 million in the last quarter. But I've never understood the fascination with Uber, and I'll tell you guys a great story about Uber. Domain names, you have a domain for your company, Harry's Termite Company, Alice's Pottery, whatever your domain is. Anyways, Uber, some guy owned the uber.com domain name, UBER. This guy wanted to sell it to Uber, and they wanted to buy it from him. And at one point, they were offering him a percentage of the company. This was very early on. He ended up settling and selling the domain name for $1 million. Now you guys can sit around and go, wow, it's a lot of money. It is. It's a ton of money, $1 million for a domain name. They offered him 2% of the company. It was worth $1 billion at one point if this guy would have taken the 2%. So look at things for the long term, guys, and what you could potentially make. I don't think Uber's a particularly good company. I think that when Travis was running the company, I think that they were going in the right direction. I just think now it's ridiculous at this point. They keep buying, Uber Eats and all the other acquisitions and whoever else they've bought right now. But I think it's crazy. But think about that. That domain company would have been worth $1.5 billion today if you would have taken the 2%. But that is absolutely nuts that something could have been worth that much, and the guy totally missed out on it. So share your thoughts on this. What do you think about Uber.com? What do you think the name would have been worth? What do you think it should have been worth? Really want your input on that. Now here's a story out of Business Insider with input from Bloomberg, and that is that more and more businesses, small businesses, are advertising what their wages are up front before you apply. You're starting to see what the base salary is, if there's tips, if there's any other benefits. This is kind of a transparency thing that's been going on lately to lure workers to apply for these jobs. And it's a good thing, because from everybody they surveyed, only 8% of the people advertised this. Now, I was in San Francisco a couple years ago and was shocked at the wages that In-N-Out Burger was paying. But San Francisco is such an expensive city that in 2019 they were paying $18+ an hour to work there. Now, you're starting to see more and more of that. You're starting to see Subway and all these different companies advertise these different wages up front to lure people to apply. Now, again, these are not career jobs. These are not something that's going to, something you're going to do forever. But to take a job, to make ends meet, to eat, to get by while you're working on your next gig, I totally understand. And people need to understand that these opportunities are out there, and people are still, there's still a ton of jobs out there that you can get. So take advantage of these, look at these, check out this story, share your thoughts. Do you think people should be more upfront with what they're paying? I do. I think it's great. I think it lures people in right away. Share your thoughts, guys. These guys are out here taking classes. They've got experts out here teaching everybody. Very cool, but businesses are all set up, giving lessons, signing people up. They're all training. They're all out here doing this sailboarding, kiteboarding, whatever you want to call it. But very, very cool. It's a very flat area. There's no waves out here, so it makes it much easier to learn. Here's another story out of Business Insider, and that is that the luxury retail brands are having to raise their prices. Dun, dun, dun. You're seeing companies like Crocs, Louis Vuitton, Michael Kors having to raise their prices. And guys, the price increase is as much as 17% that they're about to announce if they haven't announced it already. The other thing is that retail prices for clothing have gone up 5% in June, the steepest increase in over a decade. And again, everything's going up. So for those of you looking at a $5,000, $6,000 handbag, remember that you cannot sleep in your handbag. So good luck to you. Let's hope that this holds itself together. What do you guys think about this? You guys think that, you know, I like that they said luxury brands and they consider Croc a luxury brand, but I guess you could buy, you know, Target brand, shoes or whatever, but Crocs they consider luxury brands. So share your thoughts, what you guys think of this. I think it's absolutely insane that someone would spend that much money on a handbag, and oh, they're so nice and they're so pretty, but no one cares, okay? So share your thoughts, guys. Do you ever do business with somebody just because she had a Louis Vuitton handbag? Come on. Oh my God, look at your wallet that you're buying me lunch and your credit card with. Has anybody ever said that? I don't think so, but share your thoughts, guys. I really want to know what you think about that. This is the bay right behind 2nd Street. And there's no waves, people paddleboarding. Just a nice place to hang out and relax. This next story is from CNBC, and it's in regards to job numbers. ADP, the payroll company, does job numbers every month, and they anticipated that there would be 653,000 jobs added in July. And the number turned out to only be 330,000. Abysmal, okay? Absolutely horrible. The worst part about this is that 129,000 of those jobs are in leisure and hospitality. You know, temporary, summer jobs, guys. Probably that lifeguard was counted. Anyways, that type of stuff. There were only 12,000 jobs added that they consider to be goods producing, which is manufacturing, making something. So think about that, 12,000 jobs in that arena. They also anticipated that there'd be 650,000 jobs added. It's so far off. Now, when you add up the numbers, each week, we're losing about 400,000 people to first-time unemployment job claims. And then you get a report like this. Guys, this is the beginning of the end. This is summer. This is when things are supposed to be booming right now in the economy, and they're just not. People are not going back to work. They cannot get these people hired. There's real problems with this. You know, we're gonna have the unemployment numbers come out, and if you notice, they keep getting revised. Last month, we added over 600,000 jobs, according to ADP, and even that got revised down. So share your thoughts on this, guys. What do you guys think about this? You know, I'm seeing less and less people spend money right now that I know. I'm seeing them worried about how they're spending money. It's anticipated that August is going to be the month where everything gets wound up and finally crashes in September. So share your thoughts on that. There's a lot of experts out there that think that we're going to have problems with the stock market, problems with everything finally coming to an end. You cannot extend and pretend and put off paying people and have it be okay. This is going to be a catastrophic mess, and a lot of people are going to get caught holding the bag. So share your thoughts on this, guys. Really want to know what you think about all this. I hate to fly, and this next story is about Spirit Airlines. Spirit Airlines is a discount airline that left a lot of people in the lurch. And over the course of the last 4 days, what they've done is basically just shut down. They blamed it on computer problems, and they're apologizing, but basically they canceled over half their flights and left people in the lurch. Now, hey guys, when I was a kid and you'd hop on a plane, it was a fantastic experience. They fed you the entire flight, they gave you movies, they gave you treats, they treated you absolutely beautifully. You know, I flew to Miami in June, and it was an awful experience. I flew on American Airlines, which is a good airline, but as far as the frills, there were none. Absolutely a horrific experience. And when you deal with these discount airlines, you get less than nothing. You get nothing at all. So this airline blamed everything on a computer glitch as to why they've had to cancel, you know, basically over 1,000 flights right now. And it's only getting worse for Spirit Airlines. They're gonna reboot in the next 2 days, they say, and start everything over. But think about this. They've got to have all the planes in all the right places. They've got to have the staff in all the right places. You've got stewardesses that have to be in Des Moines, Iowa, and have to deal with the planes have to be in a right spot. It's just a complete mess. So I always look at certain things when I fly, the financial solvency of an airline. You may think I'm insane, but I always think about that before I hop on and fly off to some far off land. Right now, when you think about airlines, look at things like this. American Airlines, they're going to hire 130. They're going to hire 130 additional pilots in the next year. Okay, Southwest Airlines, they're hiring too. Look at airlines like that consider growing, and they are growing over hopping on something like Spirit. Nothing against Spirit Airlines. I just think that these discount no-fare airlines are an absolute joke. Now, you know, one thing that you guys have gotten a kick out of, here in California, cannabis is legal, okay? It's not legal in my house, but it's legal in certain places. So you get places like this. Here I'm in Long Beach, and you've got places like this that you can just walk in and buy it. So, you know, it's ridiculous as far as I'm concerned, but it's the entrepreneurial dream, and all cash business, guys. So there you go. Share your thoughts, guys. I'm in an area right now called 2nd Street. I had a meeting up here today, and that's why I'm in the Long Beach area to begin with. And this is a very cool area. You got a lot of restaurants, a lot of bars, a lot of places to walk around. Very fun on the weekends, fun at night. Just really packed. Okay. But this resort area has taken a hit like all the other ones too. So you see a lot of these places that you know, you think are going to be immune to everything, and they're just not. I found another article out of the Chicago Tribune that's very cool that I want to share with you guys, and that is about the top 10 market crashes for stock markets. Now, I won't bore you with all these, but it covers everything from 1907, 1929, you know, 87, 92, pretty much everything. But it gives you dates and times and what caused them. And I guarantee what you're looking at right now is we're living through history, guys, right now. And it's anticipated that there's going to be a market crash in September, is what a lot of the experts are saying. If you believe those different predictions, it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this all plays out, and share your thoughts, guys. I really want to know what you guys think, and you know, is this overblown? Is it hyped up? Is it going to happen? Share your thoughts, guys. I'm going to end this video with this final story. Banks right now are begging people to take out credit. You can get your credit lines increased, you can get more money. It's very easy to do this. And I'm telling you guys right now, this is an absolute recipe for disaster. The banks want to lend you more money right now. They know that trouble is coming, and they know that while this money is just cheap right now, they're giving it out. So I got a couple stories about how people have not used their credit this much they used it a ton in July. They haven't used it that much in almost 14 years. So that's crazy. And number two, if you need your credit lines increased, banks are more than willing to raise them right now. So you know, just like I was telling my friend today, do not borrow money unless it's going to make a dramatic difference in your business. Do not borrow money just to put fires out in your business or your personal life. I'm telling you, the trouble's still going to be there, and then you're going to owe the money. That's the problem with all this SBA and PPP money, is that people went out, borrowed a tremendous amount of money, and thought that this was going to solve it. And if you have not gotten it forgiven, you still owe the government all that money. So, you know, please don't forget to like the video. Please hit the subscribe button. Be smart with your decisions right now, because trouble is coming very soon in our economy, and we're all going to be affected by it. So please don't forget to the like button. Please hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys all very soon.